How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with another episode of Veronica Mars. It's episode number 4 of season 3. So yeah, it was really good stuff with us seeing Weevil again, trying different jobs. You know, car wash wasn't really doing him good, and he tried his hand at Mars investigation, which would have been great to see. You know, fully fledged out. So yeah, but it seems like he's, you know, going to be working at Hearst, so that's going to be great to see. But yeah, it was very interesting stuff, of course, with that last episode. So yeah, and I'm looking forward to getting into this one. So why don't we get into this episode of Veronica Mars? It's episode 4, season 3. Let's go.
Can I mention that my eyes adored you? I got it. I'm calling you
Be
Bobcat,
sweet.
No talk of milky thighs.
Jesus Christ.
Veronica, I won't
Be
say
on your
anything bad.
best, absolute best behavior.
Logan about.
Hobbies?
Yeah.
Surfing?
What's the attraction?
Don't answer that.
It's going swimmingly. It could have been a bit more awkward, I guess.
It's end of the year party, summer of 2004. I'd give you the details, but they're a little fuzzy.
I had no idea.
Not something I open with.
Nope, not
Now that
exactly
I've
a
got your
good
attention,
conversation
I will
starter.
find out.
I'm doing an article on the serial rapes, and I've interviewed most of the other victims.
I
and
don't want to be interviewed.
It's still recent for
question.
her.
You were at the Theta Beta sorority party the night you were attacked.
I'm thinking I need more of a private detective to help me nail this guy to the wall.
Well, show me the records. I'm sure I can make sense of...
Go get him, Bobcat.
Jesus. That's a lot. Date night!
Mysterious calls, last-minute business trips. Keep looking for the lipstick on his collar. Just
Unless
so
someone
long
is
trick.
really working him to the bone.
Then there's the fact that we're in a loveless marriage. He's a kind of...
There's a little graphic and everything.
Colored ink. It must be true.
The last girl, Claire, was at the Pie Sig Haunted House the night she was raped.
I trust Nish as far as I can throw her. But I can't throw those frat boys very far.
Is Veronica home?
You don't want to piss him off, Dick. Don't even try it.
Honey?
You need you to do your Veronica thing and prove it's a pack of lies.
Is it? A pack of lies?
We're a
She
frat.
doesn't have
Why rape the cow
trust.
when he's swimming in 3 milk?
Jesus.
Maybe you guys should hire someone you don't disgust.
Blonde and 22, you owe me a beer.
Good night, Harmony.
Good night.
She's going to be blonde, but 23. She didn't say or. Oh! Wait, is she blonde? Maybe she's her maybe she's his boss. I
The
don't know.
accountant's brown.
Still.
You ever tie your husband's tie?
Where each frat brother was at the time of the rape.
Wasn't the best way to clear us to figure out who really did it?
That's what I'm doing.
Idiot.
I need to know who saw what.
It's called narrowing it down.
Yeah,
Alibis.
fine.
Have you not
Whatever
heard
you
of that?
I heard noises, I started knocking, and then Chip like whips open the door all pissed off and out of breath.
Oh.
Because that's where his Stairmaster is?
Yeah, he was
He
on the
buck naked
treadmill.
and sweaty, like I caught.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Single lobster once from the chart house when I was 7. He tells that one to all the new clients.
You know, Harmony, I am actually expecting another
Keith.
appointment
Come on.
coming in.
Of course.
These two gonna.
Yeah.
I
I'll be
don't
in touch.
know. I
Thanks.
don't know.
Bye-bye. Bye.
I don't know.
Your dad's charity, Aaron's Kids, was a non-profit corporation that shut down years ago.
Oh.
Aaron's Kids spelled with a Z,
Z.
is still in business, however. Its chairman is Avi Kaufman.
It's
and their
Avengers.
business- Okay, next question. This one's tougher. Who were you knocking boots with that night? The night Claire was raped.
You're laughing.
You were naked and sweaty.
Yeah.
Locked in your room with some mystery girl.
Charleston's pretty chatty, huh? Boy scares easy.
Well, this is a...
Problem is just an opportunity in
I'm sorry,
disguise.
but this is a
Only
serious
who you're with, I'll
situation.
confirm.
They think you're coming after them instead of trying to find the real raper.
Do you mean rapist? Learn the terminology.
Yeah.
What happened to your hand?
Window fell on it. Whatever. Look, people are really starting to think we...
Wait, like with Chip? Because, I mean, there was that mention about Chip's hand being, you know, great. And all. Now we got Dick, who's got his hand bruised and all of. Jeez.
Discovered something else entirely.
Who's Charlie Stone?
Who is Charlie Stone? Wait. There's no way!
Yeah, probably. Charlie Stone is your brother.
Yo! What the heck? Are you kidding me?
Charlie, it's
Oh,
Logan
Logan.
Eccles calling.
Parker!
Oh.
Save yourself the performance. I know you're working for the Pi 6.
I'm not
No,
working for the Pi
it's
6.
not what-
I'm working for you.
Logger, director portion, how smart.
Bingo. Busted! I feel so bad for Harmony because it's like you don't want to be right, do you?
You list up as rats and strategically put rat traps on all of our gropable parts.
Okay, that is pretty
Oh
genius.
my
I was in the room
god.
3 seconds before Dick Casablancas was caught in one of my traps.
Damn.
Bruised hands.
And
That's
Mr. Kurt,
it.
because he ran.
We're working last Saturday night.
I work every Saturday night. What else am I going to do?
I don't know. Watch sports?
Her name is Claire.
Yeah, I saw it. So drunk she could barely stand. If your parents...
Birthday, my mom takes me to see Aaron Eccles in Thought Police. She points to the screen. She says, "That's the guy. That's your dad."
Yo!
On your birthday? And she hates you?
Is this an Into the Logan-Verse or something like that? Logan! Logan! There is no way. Logan is Logan's brother. Yeah. People are going to be wondering, what's he talking about? Logan from Gilmore Girls.
It's me.
No, I know. That's the thing. The more I watched, the happier I was that it wasn't my family.
Oh?
Your dad cheats on your mom. It's on the cover.
Fair
of People.
enough.
Your sister shoots Nicole.
You don't
Richie
want
with a BB
that.
gun. Jay Leno opens his monologue with it. Then murder. I started wondering.
Not
if
exactly the
something's wrong with me,
best
you know, if
family,
this
is
my
it?
Bloodline.
Barry on Eccles.
Yeah, and if I get them graded by tonight, I can hit Zuma at dawn.
You surf?
As
Oh,
often, as
no.
long as I can.
Man, we are
Where have you been?
For Mr. Stone?
No, I'm the real deal. I'm Mr. Stone. Sorry, I've got a class starting. Did you need something?
No.
So Logan isn't Logan's brother.
Okay, then I gotta call roll.
That would have been so funny though. If he was Charlie. The writers had the opportunity to do that.
So my mom holds a cheese knife to his throat. To this day, I puke if I smell a pear.
This is sad.
Thing, Logan, that fruit basket? Was it from Harry and David? God is in the details.
What a
Oh,
dickhead.
Please take a swing and make a great lead.
Don't get, yeah. Oh!
You need to hear this.
Oh, is this like I can't do this?
People. Thanks to the number of years he's logged are in direct proportion to how smart. Whoa, wait, Carly.
Yeah, you can't do this. Low key, she was like, if this turned out to be true, her and Keith might have gotten along. Maybe, I don't know.
We know she hasn't been raped yet, and look who she's with.
Who's that dude? It's not one of us.
Precisely. You Pi Sigs have exactly one Asian member, and that's not him. Voila.
There's your proof.
The Greek chorus of feminist shame arrive.
There we go. I mean, you can't condemn someone if they're not guilty and all of that, but she's just doing her job at the end of the day, isn't she? Shit.
Just to have someone nailed there, or do you want the person responsible to pay?
That's it. She's only doing her job, and yeah, you might think that the Pi Sigs were involved, but if they weren't...
I tracked him down, but he wanted to remain anonymous.
Then how did you end up meeting Logan?
I had to tap on Charlie's phone.
And when Logan called... Yeah.
You know, I look at you and your dad, you know, that thing that you have. I never had that.
You couldn't have known.
Yeah, I guess I thought I'd give it another shot. Fourth time's a charm, right?
Yeah. Poor Logan. My heart breaks. Like, Charlie's the only... Like... Because Trina's not really his family, and... I mean... That's it, though. With Charlie, this is one last strand of his family left remaining, and... Oh, yeah. My heart breaks for Logan. Oh, yeah. And that's it, though. It really, really does break for Logan, because, I mean, it's not just the fact that, it's not just the fact that you've got, someone who, impersonated your half-brother and all of that. And not just that, but it was to exploit you. I mean, as if you weren't in any as if you weren't in any other hot water anyways, but yeah. But it's just the fact that you, again, Charlie might be the only really relative left alive that you can really, you know, vibe with, I guess. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Also, yeah, Chip wasn't played by the same actor. He just looked like Julian from the Vampire Diaries, but he isn't. So yeah, I got that wrong. So yeah. Oh yeah. Can't believe it. I hate the writers. They had the opportunity to do the funniest fucking thing, and yeah. Because, yeah. I think Gilmore Girls would have been concluded by this point, so Logan was clearly established in Gilmore Girls. And we could have had... I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. It's even worse when you do reflect on the dynamic of Keith and Veronica, and yeah. But that's what I'm talking about in terms of how it's a double whammy really for Logan. So yeah, like I said though during the reaction, I kind of hate the writers in a sense, because they had the opportunity to do the funniest thing. And instead it's just a heartbreaking situation, because we know that the writers do have a sense of like when it came to Trina meeting with Kendall last season, the Buffy fan in me just flatlined, because it was like Willow confronting Cordy again, and I'm just like, but this one but this is like a different kind of alternative universe or some shit where Willow has a lot more flair, a lot more confidence against Cordy, and can really take the fight to her. So yeah, and I have no doubt that they would have been aware of Gilmore Girls. So, and you've got this character, you've got this actor who played a character named Logan on that show, who is Logan's supposed half brother, up until the obvious reveal. And it's like you should have rolled with it. I know. Obviously, it does push development for Logan's character, and it does break our hearts and all of that. So yeah, you could have like done an actor switch around and all. I don't know, but I just felt like it was so funny. Like, is this an Into the Logan-Verse situation? Like, what's going on here? So. I was absolutely, like, it wasn't just the fact that I was absolutely floored seeing Logan from Gilmore Girls here, but the fact that he was playing Logan's half-brother. It's like, so, yeah. But it's just really ruthless, and it just is a showcase that, yeah, despite Aaron's death and all of that, and despite, you know, Aaron no longer being a physical presence, mentally he's still going to be a bit of an impact, isn't he, in terms of Logan's life? And furthermore, because now the real Charlie Stone has been caught up in this whole shebang, and now his life is, you know, changed a little bit now that, well, it's now known that, hey, you're the secret Eccles kid, aren't you? So, yeah. And it's so heartbreaking because of the idea that, well, he might not want anything to do with this whole shebang. So, could it be as well that it could be just, it could be just, what you've picked up on the media as well, in terms of, you know, the story reports coming out about the Eccles and all of that. But there's a part of me thinking as well that could, what Norman said in terms of, when we first met with Charlie, did he take those words verbatim from the real Charlie when he was, you know, talking to him? Like, yeah, so, because that would have been some kind of, that could I mean, like I said, he could have picked up on the, you know, news reports and all of that about the dramatics of the Eccles family, but I don't know, for some reason I could imagine him like using the real Charlie's words verbatim in terms of, you know, using that against, I don't know. So, but obviously that's not the focus, but more so is the idea that he tricked Logan so he could just write for Vanity Fair and try to get more, like, that's it though. You're going to milk off this thing in regards to Aaron, and you're going to use every viable component out there in terms of, how do we do this? Let's, you know, that, like, there's already the idea that, okay, well, let's I guess let's focus on this Charlie Stone and all of that, and obviously Logan brought the call to him, and then Norman, who was already like, I guess present, I guess, he was like, so yeah. It was just, yeah, it was just really, really rough. It was just really, really rough for Logan. So, yeah. But it just sucked. It just sucked. I mean, for Logan, he does want someone to rely on. I mean, Trina's not really a part of my collar's up. Trina's not exactly part of the Eccles family now that the truth is out there, I guess. For us, the viewer, as well as yeah. And you know, his like, even eliminating Trina, his family has all kinds of issues. Aaron's now dead. But again, the mental ramifications are still gonna plague Logan, big time. He wants that kind of connectivity. So the idea that Veronica deduced with his, you know, records and all of that, that he does have a half brother, gives him a little bit of hope. I mean, you saw the way that he was bonding with Farley. That's it, Farley. Faux Charlie or fake Charlie, that's what his name is, Farley. But the way he was bonding with him, it was just heartbreaking, especially when they were surfing, when we knew the truth. It was just really, really heartbreaking. And yeah, so whilst he was milking Logan for information in regards to the stories of how Aaron would abuse him and all of that, and it's fucked up. So it is really, really fucked up. So and that's it though. There was nothing you could do to stop Logan because he was spilling it and he was absorbing all this shit. So yeah, and it was just rough. So yeah. And it just really, really does suck at the end of the day, in terms of not just for Logan, but in terms of what ramifications this has on the real Charlie Stone. So especially after, like, with the real Charlie Stone, you're hearing all of this and you don't want anything to do with the Eccles family. It just breaks your heart so much. So the focus on Logan this episode was just really, really heartbreaking, but well done. So I'm just kind of miffed that they, you know, the actor for, like, Logan on Gilmore Girls wasn't actually his brother, because that would have been really, really funny. So but now I just think it's just sad, really, if anything, just based on the fact that what Norman's intentions were. So I can't even have any kind of jest in this, because it's just heartbreaking. So yeah. Otherwise, I would have wrote, like, with, you know, like last season, with Charisma Carpenter, with Alison Hennigan in the in Veronica Mars, I was eating that up so much. I was just absorbed. I was like, yes, the Buffy fan in me is just, yeah. I would have ate this up so much in terms of if, you know, Norman was actually his brother. Logan. It's Logan. The two Logans, basically. So, yeah. And it's not like Logan on Gilmore Girls was a small character. Far from it. So yeah. It's just bleak, isn't it? It's the same with Keith's story, I guess you could say, because that was a whole barrel of bleakness as well. Because, let's be honest, Harmony, just thinking back to Buffy, again, Harmony. No, but she, I think her, like, with her and Keith, they could have been a thing if her husband was cheating and all of that. And I thought the shot that Keith took and all of that was going to be damning. So, evidently, not so much. So, yeah. And I had a bad feeling it was going to go in a direction where, okay, well, he's not actually cheating and all of that. So, yeah. Harmony does explain that, you know, her marriage with her husband is loveless, that he's working late, he's doing all of this, and she's thinking about leaving, but she needs a real reason. So, yeah. And yet, he didn't go through with, because there was that woman who was trying to make a move, and the husband wanting nothing to do with that. So yeah, and again, it's just a really, really sad situation, because they do want each other, but they're playing things by the book. Keith and Harmony could have, but that wouldn't be right, would it? Definitely not for Keith. And it wouldn't be for Harmony, because she would be the guilty party in all of this. And that's it. Harmony could have. But she is a better person than that. And that's good. Because you don't want her to be the guilty party in terms of, you know, throwing this accusation that your husband is cheating on you, but you're going to do the cheating when you don't have any viable proof, but you'll just still try to jump Keith anyways. There is that acceptance that they both have an attraction to each other, and they might want to, you know, start something. But there is going to be there's going to be no progress until something is done, but nothing happened, and they just have to accept it, don't they? So it is kind of sad, and I'm glad that they did play things right. It's a sucky situation, isn't it? So when they clearly had an attraction to one another, so yeah. But yeah. And then there's the whole Veronica thing, where of course she was investigating the Pi Sigs, of course, in terms of, you know, seeing if there was something damning in terms of you know, what happened during, you know, what happened with when it came to the party, and what happened to Claire. Of course, this all stemmed from Dick trying to prove innocence and all of that, and there seemingly was. We did find a picture of someone who may be the main culprit. We'll see. But, I mean, obviously he is on red alert, that guy that was on the picture with vulnerable Claire, because, yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like he was with the Pi Sigs, based on you know, Veronica's words. But he could be the responsible party, so, yeah, but, yeah. It just does suck, though, because, I mean, you have all of these women who, of course, understandably are venting their frustrations and anger of what is happening. And it's just sad that they are thinking that Veronica is working with and for the Pi Six, rather than accepting that this is her gig in terms of and this is it. The truth is going to hurt in terms of, I guess that is a very apt kind of sentiment in terms of this episode, in terms of, old stories. Like I've just mentioned with Keith and Harmony, it sucks that, because I think she low-key, Harmony, wanted to leave her husband, but she wasn't going to do anything. She wasn't going to commit adultery and all of that, so yeah. And it sucks that, well, we acknowledge that there are these feelings. We can't do anything, though. So, yeah. And Harmony's going to feel embarrassed that she suspected her husband was cheating, and yeah. And with Logan, there is an acceptance of the truth in a bitter pill, in terms of, well, maybe his brother doesn't want to have anything to do with him, and it's, you know, it sucks. The whole situation does suck for all areas, in terms of having to accept the reality of things, for Harmony and Keith, for Logan, and I guess that towards his half brother, that Charlie might not want anything to do with them, and for these women who are venting their frustrations, understandably, in terms of what has been happening with this serial rapist, with you know, with Veronica investigating what happened with Claire. It's gonna suck, of course, that Veronica hasn't found out who was the one that attacked Claire. They were so convinced that, you know, it was someone within the Pi Sigs, and it wasn't. But that's it. I mean, Veronica, this is her gig. This is her jam. And yeah, it's not going to be encouraging, is it? Where Veronica is saying, look, they are innocent. It just sucks that they think that, like, Veronica is working for them rather than Veronica is eliminating suspects and all of that. Because you can't exactly have a baseless... You can't have a baseless accusation. Like, in terms of, like, once Veronica has said, look, I've done my investigation, the Pi Sigs are innocent, you can't think that Veronica has missed something. I mean, yeah, she could have, right? But Veronica has come to the conclusion that... and she's not exactly sloppy with her job. There's no reason to have any kind of accusation to the Pi Sigs. They, like, I did my research, I did my investigation, and they are innocent, and that's how it is. So, and it does suck, but Veronica is still determined to find the attacker. So, yeah. You just don't want there to be a hostile reaction to Veronica, because there was a couple of times when Veronica left the house, and then once, you know, Veronica cleared things up with the Pi Sig, look, done it, and no one was there. So yeah, from the, you know, Pi Sigs, no one was you know, guilty from what I've uncovered. So yeah. So, and that's it. You don't want them to hate on Veronica because of the fact that she's done her, like, her jobs and all of that. So yeah, I mean, sure, they don't seem to be decent people and all of that, but they're not guilty. They seemingly are not guilty of, you know, what's gone down and all of that. So yeah. But yeah, so it's just it just is a sucky situation again for all across the board, but in Veronica's situation, because she feels like that she is trying to get justice for these women, understandably, and she is trying to say to them that they are not the guilty party, but she will keep looking. This is not going to be a walk in the park in terms of, you know, as we suspect with this potentially being a season-long arc. But this is not going to be easy, and the truth is going to hurt, understandably for these women, but you can't just think that Veronica is somehow siding with the Pi Sigs or anything like that when she is just doing her job. Again, I feel like we know that, definitely, obviously following the episode along, and yeah, but Veronica is trying to look out for these women, and you know, she can't just damn someone to guilty and all of that if they haven't done anything. So that's just not how it works. But and it can be a bit deflating, understandably, for these women. I mean, even Parker, she's still suffering from that trauma, and I think it was very, very good for Veronica to, you know, talk to Parker about the fact that she's been in this experience before in terms of being a victim of rape. So that, like, because there's an idea that Parker thinks that Veronica thinks little of her when she doesn't whatsoever. So, yeah. And she's trying her best to help out because you don't want these women to suffer, and you want justice. You want them to get justice. You want the person. You want the assholes responsible to, you know, get thrown in jail, send them to the void, whatever. But of course, these things are going to come out with some difficult acceptances. Like, okay, well, your assumption that the Pysigs were involved, they're not, but we will keep looking. So, yeah, it just does suck because, of course, with this, like, there does seem to be judgment on Veronica that she might be aiding, but she's not, and it just sucks because Veronica is trying her best. So, yeah. Yeah, it was a really, really good focus episode for Logan, especially, and I think it did progress. I think the main storyline greatly. Of course, it's a bit of a difficult situation for Veronica at the minute. Of course, it was, you know, there being quite a bit of judgment in terms of is she working with the Pysigs and all of that. So, yeah. I do feel like this is going to take a toll on Veronica, not just because it is personal for her. Like I said, she did mention to Parker about the fact that she has experienced, this is a personal thing for her, and she's experienced it herself. But you do worry that as time goes, because again, I think this is going to be a season-long thing. Could be wrong, it could be a half season, but you do worry if time goes on, there's going to be more judgment on Veronica's shoulders when she's trying her best. So, and I hope that is not the case, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time.